Hi all, in this video I'm going to show how to make this easy lace cardigan. If you haven't already, please consider hitting subscribe button for more DIY and sewing videos. Start by folding the fabric in half and place a well-fitting top shaped into a template with the folds of the fabric and template aligning. We are going to begin by making the back part of the cardigan. Trace around the template around the neckline, shoulder and sleeve, leaving a half-inch seam allowance. On the side, leave about 1 to 2 inches extra for a flowy look. Mark the desired length of the cardigan, which I wanted to be 29 inches, with 1 inch of seam allowance. Pin the fabric to keep it in place and cut along the marked line. By pinning the fabric, it will be a lot easier to use this back piece as a template to cut out the front piece. Now, fold the fabric again and use the back part as a template to cut the front piece. Leave about 2 inches from the fold as shown in the video. Mark the front neck at 6 inches and join this point with the shoulder using a slanting line. I made a round neck in the beginning, but I later cut it to a V-neck. So do as I say and don't do as I show in the video right now. Cut along the template, and there is no need to leave any room for seam allowance as it was already included in the back piece. As mentioned earlier, I decided to make the front neck V-shape. Also cut along the fold to make the front of the cardigan open. Moving on to the sleeves, fold the fabric in half. Place the sleeve of the well-fitting top and pin it in place so that it doesn't move. Mark the sleeve curve and the sleeve length, leaving about ½ inch for seam allowance. Remove the pins and cut along the marked line to get one of the sleeves. Cut another sleeve by using the first one as a template. To make cuffs for the sleeve, fold the fabric in half such that the width of the fabric on fold is 3.5 inch. Now fold this fabric again in half lengthwise. Now we have 4 layers of fabric with a width of 3.5 inch, and now let's mark the length of the cuff, which is going to be half of the circumference of the wrist, which in my case was 6.5 inch. Cut these layers in half to get 2 pieces of cuffs. Sew the raw edges with a zigzag stitch and keep them aside. I decided to give a slight shape to the front armhole by cutting it about ½ inch deeper as shown in the video. I also went ahead and curved the front neck slightly. Now place the front and back pieces with right sides touching each other. Now go ahead and pin both front and back piece together and sew along the shoulder seams. I used a zigzag stitch for all seams and hems for this project. It is a good idea to check for which stitch works best for the fabric by trying out different stitches on a piece of scrap fabric. For a stretchy knit fabric like this, a zigzag stitch or a stretch stitch would work best. Now fold one of the sleeves into half and mark the center with a pin and match the center with the shoulder seam, right sides touching each other. Pin the sleeve in place all along the armhole and stitch using a zigzag stitch. Repeat the same with another sleeve. Take your time while sewing the sleeves to make sure that both the layers of fabric are properly sewn together. Now go ahead and sew all the side seams. To add the cuffs to the sleeves, I had to trim down the length of the sleeves by 3 inches. The total sleeve length in my case is 21 inch. The cuff length is 3 inch with a ½ inch of seam allowance. Subtracting the cuff length from total sleeve length, my sleeve length would be 18 inch with a ½ inch of seam allowance. At this point, I also went ahead and reduced the width of my sleeve according to the fitting of my wrist, which is 3.5 inch. Now go ahead and trim everything according to the markings. Now turn the sleeve right side out and the cuff wrong side out. Match the centers of the cuff and the sleeve and pin them in place to prevent fabric from moving. Sew along using a zigzag stitch to add the cuffs to the sleeves. Now all that is left to do is hem the raw edges of the cardigan by double folding it and sewing all along the raw edges of the cardigan. Now your cardigan is ready to wear. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video and don't forget to comment below if you tried making your own cardigan.